children. My name is Rena, and I am a dignified human being. It is delightful to see you today.
Hey kids! My name's Reno, and I'm an undignified human rockin'. What's up, Rena?
Hello, Reno. It's nice of you to ask. I'm doing fine.
That's great! Why you got a Bible on your head?
I am trying to make sure that my posture is sufficient for correct spinal alignment so that my neural pathways are none impeded.
That's great! But why you got a Bible on your head?
Because the better I am for God on the outside, the more dignified I am for Him. Why are you wearing that? And why is your hair so
crazy?
Yes.
Because I want to be noticed by everybody for the Lord. The crazier I am, the wilder I am, and the louder I am, God's going to get the glory.
Hold on, you two.
Who's that?
You're on the right track, but I gotta tell you about something.
What's that?
God's not concerned with your outward appearance.
It's not?
It's not?
No. God looks at something totally different in us than we do.
Well, what's that?
1 Samuel 16:7 says, "Do not look at his appearance or at the height of his stature, for the Lord does not see as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart."
The heart? Yeah! Shot through the heart! And you're to blame!
No, Reno. God is looking at my heart to make sure that there are no aortic blockages, my blood pressure is good, and my blood is pumping correctly.
What?
That my heart is in good physical condition.
Well, sort of, but not quite. You see, God is looking to see if our hearts are in good spiritual condition. He's looking to see if He is the reason for why you do what you do. 1 Samuel 13:4 says, "The Lord has sought for Himself a man after His own heart." Have you heard about King David being undignified before the Lord?
No.
Well, if you turn around, I'll tell you some backstory.
Very funny.
Second Samuel 6:13 says, "And so it was, when those bearing the ark of the Lord had gone 6 paces, that David sacrificed oxen and fatted sheep. Then David danced before the Lord with all his might, and David was wearing a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouting and with the sound of the trumpet. And as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through the window and saw King David leaping and whirling before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. Then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, "How glorious was the king of Israel today, uncovering himself today in the eyes of all the maids of his servants, as one of the base fellows shamelessly uncovers himself." So David said to Michal, "It was before the Lord, who chose me instead of your father and all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord, over Israel. Therefore I will play music before the Lord, and I will be even more undignified than this. I will be humble in my own sight." Now back before David was king, in the book of Numbers, when the ark was first built, God told Aaron, Moses' brother, that if the ark was ever to be moved, that it was to be carried by men on poles. Some years later, at a place called Shiloh, there were 2 priests named Hophni and Phinehas, and they were to be over the sacrifices of the people who came up to offer them. These 2 were bad guys. They did not please the Lord. So one day, the Lord allowed the Israelites to be defeated by the Philistines. And the Philistines stole the ark. Turns out the Philistines couldn't handle the ark of the Lord, so they let it go with 2 cows carrying it away. It ended up at the house of Abinadab, where it stayed for 20 years. Now let's fast forward 20 years. David is now king of Israel. David wants the ark of the Lord to return to Israel. He tries to bring it back once, similar to how the Philistines did. Not what God wanted. So David tries again and gets it right this time. Now the ark of the Lord was very important to Israel because it was where God said he would dwell. So it was the presence of the God of the universe among the people. No wonder David rejoiced. God's presence was going to be among the people again. And David didn't care who saw him. David was undignified because of his love and passion to follow God in his heart.
So you are communicating to me that I have to dance like Reno?
Woo! Yeah! Jesus!
Well, the Bible does say that there is a time for everything. If God is telling you to dance, you need to dance. But God is concerned with your motivation of your heart. Let's take a look at how to be undignified for the Lord in your everyday life.